Hello there everybody, I'm Kym Gow and welcome to the world of colour passion. Today I thought we'd do something a little different. People are always asking me, I want this colour, I want that colour, how do I do this colour? So today I thought I'd just show you some playing with colours to mix them together so that we can make other colours. And so we're going to use the Colour Passion paste, we're going to use the Colour Passion mica powders, and we're also going to use our famous gel tints. And I'm going to show you mixing them together, what you can create, but the sky's the limit. You can get so many different colours and shades just from one colour really. So we'll have a bit of a play and hopefully you might pick up a tip or two. So without further ado, we'll get having some fun. Okay, I'll be back in just a moment. Alrighty, here we are and we're going to have a play. So what I'm going to do, I will choose different colours and show you how to change colours, make colours. Then what we're going to do is we'll do a pour. So I think we'll start on this side. So what I'm going to do, I've got a classic blue and a butterscotch. And so what I'm going to do, I've decided, is this will make sort of like a darker green because it's still blue based and yellow based. So I'm just going to take a scoop of each. Pop it in there. Always giving a bit of a stir first. Not going to work, is it? So I'm just going to tidy that up a little to one side. All right. So it's sort of a bluey green, but I can always add more if I want to make it sort of like a lighter colour. But you can see on the end there, it looks quite dark. I might actually put in a bit more of the yellow, or butterscotch in this case. Probably not the best cups to mix them in actually, but I might get some little ones out actually. So it's easier to mix small amounts. So anyway, there you go. So there's sort of like it's a warmer green and darker green. So that's with the butterscotch and the classic blue for that one. So now what I'm going to do, I'll just get some smaller cups that I think to show you easier. Here we go. And use the little ones. I think that might be a bit better. Okay, so we're going to do a lighter green now. So I'm going to use cerulean. That's our... Oops, it's a really good colour actually, cerulean. I love using that in a lot of my ocean pours. Okay, so we've got cerulean and some lovely light lemonade. Because we've got the lighter colours, as in a cool, a cooler tone. And the pigments are so strong too, so we don't need a lot. I think I'm going to add a little bit more of the yellow because I want it a bit lighter than that. And this is the beauty of it when, you know, you're home and you can mix them yourselves, and then that way you can tailor it to what you like. So there we have a green shade, which is quite different to that one. Sorry, trying to see if you can see it. That one's quite a deep green, or the warmer palette, and then that's a lighter one. in the green. And probably if I wanted to make that lighter again, I would simply add more of the lemonade, more of the yellow, to make that a lighter, brighter green. Okay, now getting this everywhere here. Just use a bit of alcohol just to clean my gloves down so I don't contaminate them for other colours. I thought we might do a bit of a mixture of spearmint. Spearmint always separates, but it's a gorgeous colour. But we might mix some spearmint, and we'll put a drop of the sapphire gel tint. These tints are amazing, and you don't need a lot. One little drop's probably all I need, just to sort of change it up a bit and give it sort of a bit more of a bluey colour, as opposed to a lighter one. I'm going to add a little bit more drop. As I said, it's only a weeny drop that I'm putting in there, hardly anything. The gel tints are great because if you use them on their own, perhaps we can do that in a pour to demonstrate it. They're totally transparent and they will add depth to your pour. And as I say, you can certainly add depth to your piece by using them. And they're great for obviously mould pouring, if you want to just have a tint of a colour or you just want to change up a colour. I normally do it obviously when I'm into the resin, so it's a little difficult sort of doing this now because I'm used to doing it into resin, but I thought, well, if I mix the resin while we were waiting, it'll probably start to go off by the time I get all these colours mixed. So that's why I haven't done it. It's nice, and it's just giving it sort of a bit of a bluish look as opposed to a lighter one that it is. So that's our spearmint. So we're getting a little bit of a selection here. I thought we would use the Cootsy Shimmer, which is a gorgeous bluey, greeny sort of a colour. Probably more blue. And just to show you, okay, if we want to lighten this, what are we going to do? So a really good way to do it is to add some white shimmer, which is one of our very popular powders. Putting a bit in there, and that will lighten it down. Just slowly stirring that. It's so hard without that resin. Just add a little bit of alcohol into that, just to help just get a little bit more liquid. And when we go to pour this, you'll see that it's quite a lot lighter. So that's a really, I didn't probably show it much there, but that's a really good way to show you how to lighten it. Once you'll see it poured. Okay, so that's our Cootsy. One of my favourite things to do with Blue Passion is to add in any of the darker colours actually. Right, we've got a new one here. Just have to break that seal. Seals can be a bit of a pain, but they're obviously put on to prevent leakage in shipping, particularly to our international destinations overseas. We want you guys to have products that haven't leaked. So what I'm going to do is put the blue in and add one of my favourite combinations is the Max White Sparkle. Again, with any of the darker colours, it is amazing. It's just got the most brilliant sparkle like diamonds. It's just gorgeous. And I generally, when I'm doing my ocean pours, when I'm doing the darker sea, it's this blue that I add into it and the sparkle. And again, when I put this into some resin, that's when it takes a new life onto its own. Because you can't really see much there, I don't think. A little bit of alcohol just to mix it a little. As I say, normally I would just be putting this straight into the resin. A bit hard to see there, but have faith. We will continue on. Okay, Jackie Shimmer is a gorgeous shade, and that's very, very dark blue, as you can see, like a midnight blue. And I'm thinking, well, if we wanted to lighten that, which I know that some of you might want to do that. So what we're going to do is we're just putting that into the little cup, and then I'm going to add some Pearl White Luster. The Pearl White Luster is amazing. To get some more, just about running out of this. Okay. And we can see even that on the edge of the spatula, it's really pretty. So you can see how just playing and adding different colours together, how you can create a whole new array of colours. So even that, it's light, but I'd like it lighter. Actually, what I might do, no, I'll leave it at this. I was going to say I'll add some of the white shimmer powder, but we'll go with this. Let's see what it turns out like in the resin. Quite a lot lighter than obviously what it was, so we'll play with that for now, put it to one side. The other thing that I've been playing with is I've been adding the violet sparkle, blue sparkle, red sparkle, did I say blue? Blue sparkle. The sparkles all together, and then adding them into something dark like the Ebony Luster, for argument's sake, or the Jackie Shimmer. It turned out really pretty, so I'm going to show you that in a little bit. But I'm just going to mix some resin up now, and then we can add to them and you can see. All right, don't go away, I'll be back in just a minute. All right, so I have now mixed the resin. We're using the Barnes epoxy resin, epoxy glass. It's a beautiful resin. So what I'm going to do now is just pour into the cups, and then we'll add the colours and see what happens. I won't use all of them because otherwise it'll be just too much, but should have got a really big board, shouldn't I? And then we could have gone, had a wonderful time. And I did want to save some for the white. So we're just going to go into the green blue palette with this one, because I can maybe do another one with other colour tones. So okay, so we'll pop the resin around, maybe just a little bit more into the white. All right, so we'll start with the ebony luster. And just give that a bit of a stir. It's probably too much actually, so we don't need a lot. And where's my little cup? Here we go. What I've done here, well actually no, I'll mix this first for you. So this is like a black luster. It's got a gorgeous sheen to it. So what I'm going to do, I've mixed up the different colours of the sparkle interference that I was sharing with you before. So I'm now just going to put it all in together. So it's going to give a gorgeous, lovely sparkle with all those different colours shining through. It's going to be stunning. Okay, so the next one we're going to use, this one I believe was the Cootsy Shimmer. And what I'm going to do actually, I'm going to add a little bit more of the white sparkle into this. I mean, it's really pretty, but it was just very hard to mix it up out of the resin. So I'm just now going to add some more in, and maybe a little bit more. Why not? Giving it a beautiful luster now. Gorgeous, light. And that went from like a really dark colour, which was that colour. So I don't know if you can see it there, if it's picking it up very well. But there it might. So just from one colour, you've been able to create a sensational colour, but obviously lighter. Now I thought we would mix the green luster and the teal luster together, just to show you that you can do exactly the same thing with the powders. Now I've never done this, so goodness only knows what it's going to turn out like, but we'll give it a go. Teal luster's really pretty. Got a gorgeous amount of sparkle in it. And there you have it. So that's created a totally new shade of colour by putting those two together. Very pretty, and it's got a nice sparkle to it as well. Right, we've got the white. Okay, we'll have the blue sparkle. I think we'll do that next. Excuse me. Don't need a lot, I'm just trying to sort of take it off because we don't have a lot there, as in resin. I do love my sparkle, I must confess. That is gorgeous. Really pretty. And just when the sunlight hits that, it's amazing. Okay, the next one we'll go to is, this was the Jackie Shimmer, and we've lightened that down a little. Still might like to lighten it down a bit more just to show you. What I might do with that one is add some white shimmer. just to give it a bit of shimmer because it's a bit flat. Just away from there. That's better. It's got a beautiful shimmer to it now, and it's in a really medium blue to soft blue. So now we're going to mix this one. I think I'm going to have to add some more sapphire tint into it, just to give it a little bit more of a bluer hue. As I say, it's very hard when you're just mixing it in the cup, because I always do it, you know, when I'm actually pouring like now. Then I look at it and I think, oh, do I need a bit more? Do I need a bit less? And I go from there. I'm going to add just a smidge more. Good, happy with that. And now we'll just add a little bit of the white. So just give it a bit of, always give the pastes a stir before you work with them, just in case things have settled. I don't need much at all. This would be plenty. Usually 5 to 10% is the ratio that is advised for mixing colorants into the resin. If you go over that, you can create a chemical reaction where they go really hot. They like set off, and then you'll steam, and you've ruined your resin, so you've wasted it. So, okay, well, we've done that. So now we're going to pour and see what this turns out like. Actually, one thing I will show you now is I have put the cup on its side. That's a bit more resin there. I can put that into there maybe. I've put the mixing cup on the side because the resin will go around that spatula, and then when I come back when it's cured, I can then pull it out. And I actually kept one aside here to show you exactly how it works. See, it all comes out. That's perfectly clean. I can use that again now. And then it's almost like a glad wrap, if you like, sort of around, because it's just the thin curing of the resin which was in that cup. So it's a really good little pro tip so that you can keep reusing your cups. Okay, so from here, let's pour this and see what it turns out like. Goodness only knows, because it's a couple of the colours are a bit similar, but anyway. Just to show you and give you an idea. Alrighty. Let's put that up the top, right up there. This blue passion has always been a favourite of mine. It really is quite a gorgeous shade. And I mean, you can add white to it to lighten it. People say to me, well, I'd like a grey. Well, same thing, it's black with white added to it. And if you want to make it a lighter grey, then you simply add more white. So it doesn't have to be, you know, too difficult. All right, we'll do that. We'll then add this one here. This one, I think, get a bit confused now, which is what, but anyway. I think this is the powders, yeah, the powders that we mix together. Some lovely, lovely sparkle on that, that's for sure. That'd be that teal luster. It's very pretty. Then we'll add a bit of spearmint with a bit of blue mixed with it. Obviously mix it too well there. Then we've got the Jackie Shimmer, which we've added a little bit of white, and then we added the white shimmer just to give it a bit of shimmer, which is very, very different from the original Jackie Shimmer. I'm sure you would realise, because it's a midnight blue. It's so dark, so you can see how you can create magic. And didn't have a lot of this, but where am I going to put it now? I might have to just put a little bit sort of down here. This is this ebony, and it's got the interference sparkle colours all mixed into it, which is going to be, I think, quite pretty. There, okay. I'll just put just a little bit more on the edge here to fill up that gap. And this one over here. And we'll just finish off with a little bit of white. I might just sort of do that all over. Looks a mess, but hey, we're just creating it just to show you what happens with all the different colours. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to hit it with the torch to get rid of the bubbles. Then I'm just going to tilt it so that all the board's covered, and I've got my tape on there, because what I will do is come back in about 20 minutes or so and I'll remove that tape and then roll it over the edge. Well, the resin will roll over the edge and it will have lovely edges. Okay, so that's that. All right. Now, I usually use this torch. This is the butane. I'm just always aware butane's great, but it has a tendency to burn. So we do need to be a little careful. Just touching it. You can see that top cell white is amazing. How it just laces up. It's just incredible. Too much more than that. Okay, I think we'll just leave it at that, because sometimes you can overdo it, then you start burning things. So yeah, let's just let it sit now for 20 minutes and I'll pop back and show you once we remove that tape what happens. All right, I'll be back in a moment. All right, we're back. The time's been about 15 minutes. I could have let it go a bit longer because it's a bit cooler here today. The hotter it is where you are, then the faster, you know, it's going to go off, so to speak. So what I'm going to do now is just with my fingers, I'm just going to roll around so that I have the bottom edge at least wet with resin. We've got plenty here, so I don't believe that there's going to be any issue at all. And this will now it will pull over a bit more. If it had sat longer or started to sort of cure, if we like, set up, then it would barely move. But I like it to have a bit of movement. So basically what will happen now is it will roll over gently though. It won't flood over because we have let it sit that time, and it should be beautiful. So let's leave it, we'll let it cure, and then what we'll do is tomorrow I'll come back, we'll show you the reveal, and we can chat some more about colour and what we can do, and I'll also show you a couple of other moulds that I did with it as well. So okay, I shall catch you up tomorrow once it's cured. Hello there. It's the morning after our pour, and I wanted to show you the reveal. Okay, so we've got the beautiful, that's turned out so pretty. That is the teal luster mixed with the green luster. We have got the beautiful sparkle. I don't know if you can pick that up. It's beautiful as what I'm seeing it. But that is the blue passion with the Max White sparkle. We have got the spearmint with the blue sapphire, the gel tint added into that one. This one down here, I believe, if I've got it right, I think that's the Cootsy shimmer, and we added the white shimmer powder into that one. Really pretty. We have the ebony luster into that one there, and I added in some of the mixture of the sparkle, the interference sparkle, and there's another beautiful example of that over here as well. That is glistening so pretty here in the morning light. Just sort of maybe pick it up a bit. I'm actually going to bring out that as a colour, I've decided, and I'm adding in some other bits into that as well. And that's going to be called Kaleidoscope Sparkle Interference. Really pretty. So I'm going to be releasing that very shortly, so keep an eye out for that, and I think you'll be really thrilled with it. Really love here how this has opened up through to the blue. It's really pretty here. So all in all, I hope you've learnt a couple of things. It's given you a couple of ideas. I thought for the next video I actually might go to the warmer palette. Here we've done the cooler palette, and I thought we might try the warmer palette. So keep an eye out for that, because that will be coming out in the next week. I like to try and do these weekly, and I hope that you will enjoy that. So I also wanted to show you, I've just got another couple of bits here. This one here is so pretty. This was the Jackie shimmer, and I added the new, what I'm going to call the Kaleidoscope Sparkle Interference into that. It is so pretty. The sparkle is just extraordinary, and it always works so lovely. With the Jackie shimmer, with this one I actually added some white, if you recall, to really soften it, and then I added the sparkle. So yep, this is really pretty. And I also had a bit of ebony as well. Don't know if you can see that there. Ebony luster, and I added some into that, and just into a coaster with some leftover. And that is sparkling beautifully out here in the morning sun. Not sure if you're picking it up as much as I am, but anyway, you got the idea. So yeah, I'm excited about that colour, and I'll be bringing that out very soon, so keep an eye out for that. If you've enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, and I would really love you to subscribe to the channel because I'm trying to build it, and I know with your support we'll get there. So I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.